Welcome to the Grow Your Practice podcast. Hi, I'm your host, Chad Madden, owner of Madden Physical Therapy and Breakthrough. Join me each week as we dive into the best practices, systems, principles, tips, and tricks to help you grow your private practice. Hey everybody, Chad Madden here, and in this episode of the Grow Your Practice podcast, I want to tell you about an upcoming event that is absolutely free and also for private practice owners. So on May 12th, 2026 here, from I believe it's 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be hosting another virtual summit. So this is by far the best lineup we've ever had, the most speakers that we've ever had. And I want to go through what many of those sessions, are going to be. So very excited for this event. I know we have a lot going on in the marketplace today in terms of reimbursements and, what does this look like? Lots of advocacy and changes that are happening. So I'm going to walk you through the dais and what we have planned. As always, I'm going to open up with the state of PT, where we're going to be talking about the challenges that are happening with reimbursements, increased cost, hiring, marketing, and also systems, especially AI technology and automation. We're going to start with that. Paul Welk is going to be doing a session. So I know that like almost every single event that we have, when we ask for feedback and we get that feedback, Paul Welk is the most requested guest. And also what happens often is he's the highest rated speaker that we have. So he's going to be talking about the practice exit, the recent deals that he has seen come across his desk, and really how you can think about a playbook, putting together a playbook to build your practice, to sell it, and also what exactly that looks like in today's market. So I know personally, every time I talk with Paul, he probably has more information than just about anybody else in private practice physical therapy. But I know this isn't his favorite session to do, but I love it. I know you love it as well. I have to ask for a favor every time because I know it's the most common thing that he gets asked. But he never wants to get cornered into saying like, hey, by the way, I think you're a 5 multiple or a 10 multiple or whatever that might be. Like, here's what your practice is worth. The Q&A for these sessions, every single time that Paul has done it, though, absolutely amazing and highly valuable. So he's going to share, what he's seen come across his desk recently. Next up, we have Tim Dwire with Prompt. He's going to be walking you through how to scale without chaos, how smart systems power practice growth. So he's going to be doing, specifically on processes, systems, and operations. This is a new session, very much looking forward to this, from Tim Dwire and Prompt. Doug Adams is going to be doing what I'm really looking forward to, the cash service sales conversation. So a little bit behind the scenes, behind the curtain, 2 months ago, we had Doug come in from Run DNA. Very cool shares from Doug. First of all, Doug has a cash only practice. They do 7 figures a year in cash only. And he shared many of his statistics and metrics about what they were doing with the Omega Project and Run DNA. Absolutely amazing. The most important thing Doug did for us is help our clinicians. I think we had 60 total team members in attendance. Help us go through this process. How do you have that cash service sales conversation, how to offer it, how to package it, and then also get a yes from the patient. So very much looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. Next up, we have Mary DaLong and BCMS, and the Queen of Compliance. She's going to be there, getting paid for what you provide, a compliant approach to uncovered treatment billing. So if we're seeing Medicare and we offer laser, what does that look like? How can we stay compliant? If we offer other services like dry needling or NewFit or Run DNA for a walking assessment, what does that look like? How can we be a hybrid practice and yet stay compliant? So Mary's going to be covering that for us. Also, always another highly rated session. Next up will be Will Humphreys. Will is doing high performance teams without the headaches, a systems based approach. You know, Will as a private practice owner and the founder of Virtual Rockstar. Will is absolutely amazing, has been a guest on the podcast, has done virtual summits for us in the past. Absolutely amazing. And, you know, the more I talk with Will, the more I love what he's doing, how he's helping owners grow and scale. Next up is Jerry Durham. Everybody knows Jerry in private practice. He's going to be talking about getting out of your own way, overcoming the beliefs that keep your practice stuck. And I know Jerry, you know, is really known for everything that he does at the front desk, helping owners and their front desk, whether, you know, you call that position a patient care coordinator, whatever the, you know, the face and voice that represents your practice, getting them on board, making sure that you're representing your practice the right way and helping owners and practices overcome that so that ultimately they can help more people. Very much looking forward to that session from Jerry. Again, he's been here, has done virtual summit sessions in the past, always very well received, and a ton of questions in for Jerry. Next up is Jamie Schreier of Practice Freedom U. Jamie's going to be doing getting out of your own way, focusing on self-limiting beliefs, which is really what most of us get clogged with, and the beliefs that keep your practice stuck. I've had the privilege to talk with Jamie offline. He's also, you know, a virtual summit vet here for us. Jamie's been a private practice owner. He works with private practice owners all throughout the country through Practice Freedom U. And I know Jamie and I offline have talked about self-limiting beliefs, and we've shared in private conversations the self-limiting beliefs that limited us in the beginning of our private practice journey, how we overcame them, and ultimately how that opened up the next level for our practice. That's always going to be a great session as well. Bob Kowalik with Revenue Cycle Solutions is going to be doing stop leaving money at the front desk and how to copay collection, how to get that right. I know in our practice, you know, really for us, anybody that is participating with a private pay insurance, we are required to collect the copay or that co-insurance at the time of visit. Bob is going to be walking through that. You know, Bob is really a master of not only revenue cycle solutions, but also data. So he's going to be walking us through exactly how to do that. Bob has done many virtual summits. I think he might even have done them all. And again, many of us have a revenue cycle problem. So this is going to be helping with that. Ben England from Terentia, also a private practice owner currently, and amazing at helping practices that are making the jump from that insurance-based over to that hybrid practice where now you're offering cash-based services. He's going to be doing a session on the new patient experience and how cutting-edge treatment technology drives cash revenue. Ben has a cash-only practice. I had the privilege and honor of talking with him earlier today. Very much pumped up for this session. It's going to be awesome because I know many of us today are thinking through what's the best way for me to roll out cash-based services to complement everything that I'm doing with insurance-based services. And then finally, we'll call this, I believe it's our last session of the day. The keynote session of the day is going to be with Justin Moore. You know Justin as the president of and CEO of the American Physical Therapy Association. I had the opportunity to talk with Justin a little over a week ago about this specific session. He's going to be covering the issues and opportunities shaping the profession here in 2026. And I believe that I'm pretty sure the title of that session is going to be called Shift Happens. And he's going to be going through 6 big shifts that are happening today within the physical therapy profession and more specifically within private practice. So again, this is I would say our most experienced dais ever. Very much looking forward to this. It's going to be an awesome event. I will include the link for you to register for the event. It's absolutely free within the show notes, but you likely can search for it online. It's the Breakthrough Virtual Summit, State of PT, the new rules of private practice growth here in 2026. So make sure you register. It is free. I know as in the first 2 days, I think we already had 200 registrations. So you're going to see this on everywhere. You're going to see this everywhere on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Make sure you register. You don't want to miss it. And I'll see you at the virtual summit.